What's up, everybody? Corey here, and today I'm going to be talking a little bit about my stories on my new channel, and what exactly my stories are going to entail. So, I really wanted to just get out there and start doing some stuff and working my skills with my cameras. So, what I wanted to do is do sit-down interviews and film people doing what they love doing. So my story is basically just going to be people telling me cool stories, whether it be a fitness goal that they did or business adventure they've gone on. Pretty much whatever I want. Sit down in front of people and let me listen to their story and ask them questions about it. Um, so one of the first stories I wanted to get off the ground was Richard's story. We'll do a little backstory for you on this. So the reason why I chose Richard is because I knew I was kind of going into unfamiliar territory with what I'm doing, and I wanted some practice doing it. Um, but I really wanted to use the material that I was practicing on as usable stuff rather than just wasting time and throwing it away. So with Richard's story, I've known Richard for a long time. I met him originally when I opened up my store, and I kind of heard of him through people from Halo. Because when I opened up my original store, we had huge Halo LAN parties, 20 to 30 people at my old store, jamming Halo. And I heard of this myth, this legend, if you will. And I always heard it before, so and so is so good at Halo, so and so's the best. And I'm like, well, you'll bring him on. I'm the best. And that's how I originally met Richard. And he was pretty good. Don't get me wrong. He beat me, but it was a close one. I remember it was like 13 to 15 one-on-one. It was a close one. But needless to say, meeting Richard, he had this attitude that he had to be the best at whatever he did. No matter what he was doing, he always had to be the best at it. And that was a rare feat to have in somebody because you just don't see that too often. People like to think that they're really good at stuff, but Richard, when he puts his mind to it, really, really is good at stuff. And so over the years, getting to know him, he eventually graduated high school, and that story I'll leave for him to tell in a bit here. But he got into a slump, and I'm like, Richard, man, like, I don't understand. Like, when you put your mind to something, you get it done and you do it, and you're just in a bad position. Well, eventually, he ended up kind of disappearing for a bit from the store because he just wasn't playing any games around here anymore. Nothing was catching his fancy. And every time I saw him again, he was getting like mentally healthier and physically healthier. And I'm like, man, he's really getting it, man. And that's his mentality. He finally put it in a position that was good. And so I kind of want to pick his brain about it because I feel I have a very similar attitude towards stuff. Whenever I do something, I have to do it 110%. Even if it's procrastinating, I like to procrastinate 110%. But whatever I do, I like to do it the best. I hate to lose. I'll be the best at everything. And a couple of years ago, I got started doing Tough Mudder, and I got in a weight loss kick. And I did really phenomenally well, especially when I started my YouTube channel, and I just kind of kept myself in check. Well, eventually I stopped doing the YouTube channel and uploading videos, and I kind of slipped. So I went from my lowest weight back up to what I normally am at. So maybe if I could pick Richard's brain a little bit, I can figure out what the secret is, the secret to the sauce. But I sat him down. We did the interview. I appreciated Richard 110%. He went into it and he nailed it. Like when you go to watch the video, we didn't rehearse anything. I pretty much put him on the spot and went to town, and he nailed it and did a great job. And I learned so much from the interview, so many things I can do personally, skill-wise, to do it better. Now, the video is almost a year old. We literally did it March 18th, a year to the date, and I'm like, man, the 1 year mark is coming up. I have to get this video uploaded and get this rolling. Get this procrastination off my back. And he also let me film in the gym. I figured if I start doing stuff like whether it be filming in the gym or interviewing people about their weight loss or their struggles like that maybe it'll help me a little bit and force me to do more and get back on track myself. And hopefully that's what this is going to do. And like I said, every time I watch this video, it has that little kick in the pants. You're like, man, I need to get back in it and get that working out going. And again, I appreciate everything Richard has done for me. He has always been there. Whenever we'd go for a run at the lake, I'd be like, hey, Richard, would you be interested in going for a run at the lake, even though I'm really slow and will probably slow you down? But every time he was like, yeah, I'm there, man. He's always got your back. So even in this, he's very hesitant once we did it because he's a little bit self-conscious about himself. But I appreciated everything. And I've showed a few people this video already, kind of test running it before we get it out there. And every person has loved it so far. And again, I've learned so much just from the 2 videos I did with Richard, and I just can't say anything more. It's awesome. So I'm gonna shut my trap, and I'm gonna let you guys check it out. Again, I appreciate it. I appreciate letting me let me put him out there like that. This is no easy feat, to sit in front of a camera and tell a story like this, and I appreciate it. So yeah, sit tight and listen to Richard's story. Take it easy, guys.